in the earlier class we discussed about food, and now we will discuss about a new topic. The name of the topic is fiber to fabric. The name of the topic is fiber to fabric. Okay, so here beta, in this chapter we discuss about how we get our clothes. Okay, what material is required for the clothes, how do we get that material, all of it will be covered in this chapter. Okay, so before we start the chapter, I am once again requesting each one of you, time and again there are teachers present here who are checking your videos. Okay, so please make sure your videos are switched on and you are in proper uniform, attending the class very sincerely. Okay, no mischief, no non-discipline. Fine, all of you. So let's start with today's class. First of all, the very first question is, what is fiber? What is fabric? These words might be new to you. You might have learned in your earlier classes, but I think in class 5 you did not learn anything about this. So we will revise it a bit so that we have brushed up your concepts and you know the things well. Fine. So what is fabric first of all? All of you are wearing white shirts today? Yes, I can see all of you are wearing white shirts. Do you know what is the material from which your shirt is made? Yes, do you know? The material from which your shirts are made, it is cotton. Is it? Cotton? Yes, everybody knows it? Give me thumbs up if you know it. Shobit, Vita, are you sleeping? I can't see your thumbs up. Mika, I can't see your thumbs up. Chinmay, Yahvi. Fine. So, what is cotton? That is the fabric. Understand? In winters, you wear sweaters, sweatshirts, right? You wear blazers. So, what are all of them made of? They are all made up of wool. Yes or no? Yes, they are all made up of wool. So, what is wool? That is another kind of fabric. Do you understand what is fabric? So, fabric is the name of any kind of material which is used to make clothes. Understand? I'm repeating myself and you are writing here also. You remember I told you to make a copy separately for science? Yes? So that, I'm sorry, not me, Priyanka ma'am have told you, right? So in that copy, please give the heading fiber to fabric and jot down the important points which I am telling you. Because whenever you need to revise, you can simply go through those pages. Understand? So in that page, give the heading fiber to fabric, and then the first thing we write is fabric. What is fabric? Fabric is the name of the material or cloth which can be used to make clothes. Fine. So, fabric is the name of the material or cloth which can be used to make clothes. Understand? I can't see everybody writing. Why isn't everybody writing? Everybody will write. Auntie Joshi. Very sleepy. Drink some water. You're yawning so much, I will only fall asleep. Okay? Alright. So pay attention. That was the first thing which we learned. We know now what is fabric. Now what is fiber? You all know that the fabric or the cloth which we use, yeah, that is made up of threads. Everybody knows that? That is made up of threads, right? What are those threads? Or in fact, they are called yarns. Okay? What are they called? They are called yarn. Okay? So what is yarn? Yarn is the thread like structures used to make fabric. Understand? What is yarn? It is the thread-like structure used to make fabric. Fine? Do you understand what is yarn? Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Great. Okay? Now, don't worry, I'll give you time to ask doubts also. Right now, you try to understand what am I saying. So now, yarn is a thread-like structures which are used to make fabric. Fine. So if I have yarn, I can make fabric from it. And if I have fabric, I can make clothes from it. Right? Now, where do we get yarn from? We get yarn from fiber. Fiber is the material used to make yarn. Fine. So fiber, what is that? It is the material used to make yarn. समझ में आया बेटा? तो सबसे पहले क्या होगा हमारे पास? The first thing which we will have will be the fiber. Once I have fiber, I can make yarn from it, and once I have yarn, I will make fabric from it. And once I have fabric, then what will I make from it? Tell me, what will I make from fabric? Clothes. Yes? So many of you are answering. Very good. Excellent. So you are understanding? Alright. Now, I am not rubbing this. You can either take the screenshot, or if you are writing, it's okay. You can quickly write down also. Alright. Now we come to the next topic, that what kind of fibers do we have? What kind of sources of fiber do we have? Right now we are studying everything from the origin. Yeah, clothes originated from fabric. Fabric originated from yarn. Yarn originated from fiber. Fiber originated from where? That will be our next question now. So, what are the sources of fiber? Yeah? What are the different sources of fiber? First of all, let me tell you, broadly, I can say that sources of fiber could be natural or artificial. Yeah? So the fibers which I obtain from natural sources may be known as, what will they be called? Natural fibers, right? two categories. One will be the plant fibers and another will be the animal fibers. What does that mean? That simply means that if I have a fiber which I am obtaining from a plant, I will call it plant fiber. And if I have a fiber which I am obtaining from an animal, I will call it animal fiber. Okay? Clear all of you? Yes? Who is this Saad Sheikh, beta? What is your problem? Are you getting bored? You're not paying attention. You're looking here and there. Please, everybody, look at this attentively. Jivesh Jadam, 6C. Beta, please switch on your video. Then who is this MJ29 Pro 6C? Please, all of you, turn your videos on. Aryan Kohta, turn on your video, otherwise I will have to remove you. All right. Now I'm giving you examples from all of them. Fine. So you can write down the examples here only or as you want. Okay. First of all, what are the examples of plant fibers? Which all are the fibers which we obtain from plants? Can anybody tell me? Yes. Shall I unmute somebody? Will you tell me? Mehan, beta, do you know? Unmute yourself, Mehan. Yes, beta. Do you know the example for any plant fiber, any fiber which we obtain from plants? No? Any fiber which we obtain from plants, who will tell me? Ayushman? Tell me, Ayushman. Unmute yourself, Ayushman. Yes? And silk. Silk are we obtaining from plants? Which plant are we obtaining silk from? Silk plant. Oh, wow. Where is it, beta? I've never heard of a silk plant. I think it's new. Please tell me where it is. Okay, Kuber. Yes, Kuber, beta, unmute yourself. Tell me. What? What is the name of the fiber? Okay, beta, I think you people are overthinking. Okay, let's talk about the simple things. What was the most common example which I just, okay, Vishal, you tell me. Unmute yourself, Vishal. Yes, tell me. Do you know? No, Akshat. Unmute yourself, Akshat Goyal. Then cotton. Okay, very good. Then we have Arush Jain. Arush, beta, please unmute yourself. Yes, tell me. Arush, unmute yourself, beta. All right. Okay. So the most common example of plant fiber is cotton. We just discussed cotton when I told you what is fabric. Yeah. Then what else? Yes. What else can you think of? Jute. Yes. Jute. Oil.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please mute yourself. Okay, so examples of plant fibers are cotton, jute, coir. So these are the fibers which we are obtaining from the plant. plants. Now we will talk about animal fibers. Animal fibers, the most common example I just gave is cotton. Remember, all our winter clothes are made up of wool. Very good. Excellent, Virat. Very good, Pratmesh. Very good. So, wool is one example of animal fiber. What else do we have in animal fiber? Yes, Charvi. Yes, Charvi, tell me, beta. It is silk. Yeah, wool, silk. Can you give me some other example also? Alright, think of one more example and tell me tomorrow. Alright? Okay, so these are the, okay, can I say that wool is a natural fiber? Yes, of course I can say that. So all these are plant fibers and animal fibers, but at the same time, they are all natural fibers also. Understand? At the same time, all of them are natural fibers also. Fine. Okay. Now we talk about some artificial fibers. Do you know the names of some artificial fibers? We have rayon, we have nylon, yeah, we have polyester. So artificial fibers are basically the fibers which we are making in the factories with the help of chemicals. Understand? The fabric which we are making with the help of chemicals in the factory, they are known as artificial fibers, and sometimes they are also known as synthetic fibers. There is another name for them, that is synthetic fibers. You can all take a screenshot also, and you will make a same kind of chart in your copy. Understand? The same kind of chart you will have to make the copy. Who is this? Sarthak. Sarthak is already made. Very good, Sarthak. Excellent. Excellent. Mehan, excellent, beta. Very good. Okay. All right. So with this, we understand that what are the different sources of fiber available to us. Some of the fiber are available to nature, and some of them we have made ourselves. Understand? Now we'll discuss about the history of clothing. Why are we discussing about the history of clothing here? Because there could be there could be questions how we understood that we have to make clothes, and how do we got to know what is the actual process behind it. Understand? So for that, we need to first understand that how exactly did all of this start. Okay, so about 72,000 years ago, imagine how many years, 72,000 years ago, early humans had already begun to use easily available material as clothing. So the time when there were no clothing, when early men did not use any clothes. After that, there was a time when they started using the easily available material around them. Since they all lived in the forest. So whatever animal skin was available, whatever bigger leaves were available, yeah, all of them they started using to cover their bodies. And why did they realize they need to cover their body? Because they wanted to save their body from cold, from sunburn, from insect bites, right? From thorns, right? And all of these things. So all of these natural agents actually they try to explore the older things. They try to explore out all those things, and they see they have even found simple sewing needles which were made of animal bones. Fine. Now, right now, you've seen our sewing needles. What are they made up of? What are the sewing needles made up of? They are made up of stainless steel. Yeah, they are made up of stainless steel. But earlier they were not made up of steel, and scientists have even found the needles which were formed from animal bones. After that, all this was around 40,000 years ago. Then around 6,000 years ago, from now, sheep began to be raised for wool. So that means till this time, the early humans had realized that sheep could be a good source of woolen fabric which could help them cover their body and save them from extreme cold conditions. Understand? So they had realized and they had started rearing the sheep for that. In 3000 BC, a fine fiber called silk was discovered in China. Do you know silk was discovered in China? Do you know that story? You don't know that story? Okay, we'll talk about that story when we will discuss silk. Okay? It's a very sweet little story about a queen who realized, who saw silk come, and finally she realized that silk could be made out of it. Okay, this was in China. Then, with the development of agriculture, plants such as cotton and hemp came in use for their fiber, which was used for clothing. Then later on, when agriculture started growing more and more, then we realized that there could be some plants also which could give us very good quality of fiber. Right? So then at that point, cotton and hemp started being used as a material for making clothing. Alright? Then wool, silk, cotton and hemp fibers were made into fabrics that were mostly wrapped around the body as loose garments. You know what are loose garments? Which are not stitched. Can you give me an example of a loose garment? Something which you see very common around you. What is that? Anybody knows? A cloth which we do not need to stitch, which we can simply wear. That is a sari. Yeah? That is a sari. You all know that? Another example of a wool, of a loose material which is directly used for wearing is a turban. Fine. All right. So now, next we have the process. How do we get fiber? Yeah, how do we get fiber from its source? Be it the plants, be it the animals. How exactly are we getting it and how are we going to use it? Fine. But that we will not be able to discuss today because we are almost out of time. That we will discuss in our next class, that is tomorrow. Alright. So, what is your homework for today? I am giving you one little homework for today. You will write down the names of any 5 dresses of yours. Name any 5 dresses and also name the fabric used in them. Okay, beta, you know how will you do it? If you look at your t-shirts or whatever your dress is, there is an inner white color slip inside it. Okay, there the material is written. It is written 40% cotton, 60% polyester, or whatever cloth is written there, that you have to write for any 5 dresses. Okay. All right. Does anybody have a doubt? No doubt? Excellent. So, we will discuss about this and we will discuss further. Fine? Fine. I think I have made myself clear. Alright. I can see nobody has a, okay, somebody has a doubt. Avika. Yes, beta, unmute yourself, Avika. Tell me what is your doubt.
Ma'am, that
Yes.
chart